Was the WilliamHill.com Novices Chase, registered as the Wayward Lad Novices Chase over 2 miles. Riverside Theatre was sent off the very warm 2-1 on favourite.
Being called in, and they're off and racing for the WilliamHill.com Novices Chase, registered as the Wayward Lad Novices Chase. 2 miles is the trip, and on the run towards the first it is Rory Boy who sets off towards it from My Moment as they reach the first fence. Over in third is Riverside Theatre from L Dancer and Noble Request, the grey in 5th place. So racing on towards the second with Rory Boy and My Moment disputing the running. My Moment on the outside in the noseband. Jumps alongside Rory Boy there. Riverside Theatre in third. L Dancer, just briefly, only for a stride or so, was just shaken along by Leighton Aspel in 4th place, still in close attendance, and Noble Request in 5th. So fence number 3, My Moment just hanging out to the left on the approach to it. And again, L Dancer wasn't as fluent as some of the others, but so far they're pretty well grouped. Rory Boy on the rails, My Moment just showing this tendency to shift left-handed, disputing the running. In 3rd place is the warm favourite Riverside Theatre. L Dancer in 4th in yellow, and the grey is Noble Request as they take this bend. Rory Boy and My Moment around it perfectly okay. So now a little bit of a run before they encounter the next plain fence, followed by the first of the open ditches. And Rory Boy and My Moment possibly just with a narrow advantage now. My Moment on the outside of Rory Boy, Riverside Theatre, L Dancer taking the shortest route, and Noble Request. But the field still tightly compact as they reach another plain one. And My Moment, jinking slightly into it, put himself right by going to the right on that occasion. Riverside Theatre content to track him, just moved out to get a sight of the ditch. And My Moment was guessy there. And Riverside Theatre could have been put off. At the back of the field, Noble Request jumped his slowest of all, and he's the one that loses the most ground. So My Moment steered a slightly errant course into a few of the fences. He's on the outside of Rory Boy. Riverside Theatre on the outside of L Dancer is travelling more comfortably now. And at the back of the field, Noble Request is the one that is just struggling to keep up slightly, is about 5 lengths behind the other 4 runners. So now they'll turn towards a line of 4 fences. My Moment and Rory Boy continuing to dispute the running. Riverside Theatre again taken out towards the centre of the racecourse. L Dancer keeping that rail position in 4th place. My Moment just encouraged along slightly, as Rory Boy also being encouraged along. L Dancer and Riverside Theatre still waiting in the wings. Rory Boy and My Moment. Riverside Theatre over in 3rd place, L Dancer up on the outside in 4th towards the inner L Dancer, and last of the 5 is Noble Request. So heading towards another open ditch, Rory Boy ridden into it from My Moment. First semblance of a slight mistake by Riverside Theatre, brushed through the top but immediately seems to come back onto the bridle. L Dancer beginning his move up the inside. As My Moment begins to fade away, Riverside Theatre jumps up. My Moment jumped up well, to be fair, just as I thought he was beginning to lose the argument. And L Dancer is interfered with there, had a coming together with Rory Boy on the fence at quite a crucial stage, and that's rather allowed Riverside Theatre to get away. And L Dancer's caught in traffic here, and it's Noble Request the grey who's going to sweep up on the outside and begin to chase. So Riverside Theatre on turning in by 4 or 5 lengths. To his credit, My Moment actually hasn't given in as tamely as possibly looked likely half a mile ago. In 3rd place is Noble Request, then L Dancer, who's out amongst horses now as they head towards the 3rd last. So Riverside Theatre in a little bit close. Noble Request is making the favourite work. In 2nd place, L Dancer in 3rd. Riverside Theatre still by about 3 to 4 lengths from in 2nd, Noble Request. As the inside is L Dancer, and then on the outer, Rory Boy is actually rallying, but Riverside Theatre is gradually coming away, a shuddering mistake when beaten by My Moment. So Riverside Theatre now begins to extend clear and comes to the last about 8 to 10 lengths in advance of L Dancer. The final fence, and Riverside Theatre is over well. L Dancer and the rallying Rory Boy will fight out second as Noble Request has stopped a very little. But Riverside Theatre actually bounding up the run-in, more workmanlike than the exuberance he showed at Newbury, but he's still upwardly mobile, he's slump beaten over fences. L Dancer was second, Rory Boy third, Noble Request fourth, and My Moment eventually was last of 5.
Riverside Theatre returns as the 2-1 on favourite under Geraghty. It was 12 lengths back to L Dancer in second at 7-2. 5 ran.